Steven can hear me, so this is going to be awkward. But anyways, this is my first YouTube video, so it's going to be awkward regardless. I'm going to start off by doing a super short intro because when I watch YouTube, I really don't like intros. I think they're kind of annoying. So, I asked you guys to do a Q&A asking me about my trip, and that way it would be easier for me to format this video. I will be sharing a ton of media, videos, stuff like that after I'm done speaking, so be sure to check it out. A couple of the questions I got was, where do you get your bathing suits from? Where did you stay? How long did you go? Best hotels and Airbnbs, top 3 things to do, places to see, yada, 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 yada. It goes on and on. So hopefully I get to answer all those questions. And yeah, that's really it. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the video and I hope you enjoy. Thanks. So this is the rooftop at Aldea in Playa del Carmen, which is situated a block away from the beach, if that, and in the opposite direction you have a block away to 5th Avenue, which is the main spot in downtown Playa del Carmen. I have 0 complaints about our private terrace, our bedroom, the bathroom. Everything was super clean. We had laundry service, a housekeeper. Everything was immaculate at the resort. I don't know if it was COVID protocol or this is usual for them, but me and Steven recognized that every single day this place was spotless. Our host name was Caesar. Anytime we needed fresh drinking water or laundry service or the maid, he responded honestly before I could finish my message. It was insane. I wish my friends texted me like that. And yeah, we just felt super comfortable, as you could see. I love this spot. Our next spot featured was in Tulum. We spent a long weekend here. We took the Ado bus, which was $2. You can find that on busbud.com. It's a super affordable way to get back and forth between Cancun, Playa, and Tulum. We loved this spot, especially because it was so secluded. It was very romantic and private. One little hint of advice that I would definitely give you guys is that with this type of seclusion, there definitely is like a spooky element at night, just because there's no real glass protecting you from the outside, and you never know what's out there. Like, you're in a different country, so if you're the type of person who gets scared easily at night, this may not be the spot for you. Our host Tanya was entirely eco-friendly. She kindly asked us that we recycle appropriately and dispose of compost safely and accordingly in the main kitchen area, which we were sure to do. Here we had an extra bed, detachable hammock. The screens did have curtains. They weren't too big, but they were enough to give you privacy. They don't cover the entire window, is what I was trying to say. The bathroom was beautiful, and obviously it's a little bit exposed, so you might feel weird on the toilet, but there's nobody out there, so there's really nothing to be worried about. And yeah, beautiful mirror so you can see the aesthetic in the bathroom there. In the corner behind me here, you can see there's a little portable fireplace, so we made sure to take advantage of that. We rolled it out onto the deck. As soon as the sun started to go down, we really saw nature come to life, and it was absolutely beautiful. We kind of just relaxed and we soaked up every minute being at this Airbnb, seeing that we were only there for a long weekend. Anyways, here's the pool. It had a rope swing, and right behind Steven to the right, that is the kitchen area, which brings us to this moment in time. I was making some fresh guac, obviously being inspired by the 19 million kinds of guac that I tried while I was staying in Mexico. As you can see, the kitchen is fully equipped. We had pots, pans, plates, spoons, knives, everything you could ever need to put together a meal. The view outside of the kitchen was beautiful. Obviously, everything's mosquito net in, so you do not have to worry about bugs while you're eating. And that brings us to Cancun, where Steven and I stayed in this unforgettable beachfront sub-penthouse. We had planned this entire trip months and months before we actually went, and this place wasn't originally in the itinerary, but I figured since we were going to be in Mexico such a long time, we really had to go out with a bang. The host name is Corey on the listing, but we were mostly in contact with Alexander, and he was incredibly helpful and very accommodating to any of the requests that we had upon arrival. Downstairs, there is a beautiful infinity pool at the full service pool area. You can get a massage, surf lessons, anything you need. Inside, there's also a binder that has a list of local restaurants where you can exchange money, private transport, the list goes on. Okay guys, and that's it for Airbnbs. Now let's talk about Cozumel. As you can see here, we are in line to board the ferry. This is in Playa del Carmen. One tip of advice that you guys should know is that there are two types of ferries that leave that port. It's either the Windjet or Ultramar. And they work on opposing schedules, so if Ultramar is leaving on a Monday, they won't be working on Tuesday. That will be Windjet, which is obviously important because you don't want to buy tickets for the wrong boat. Also super important, do not forget your customs paperwork and your passport when you go to Cozumel. There will be police and National Guard upon arrival. So here we are, living our best life. We decided to get up early. We got the 8:30 ferry, so we were in Cozumel by like 9:10. We got some breakfast at a local spot, and then we rented a scooter and headed out. We drove along the west coast of Cozumel, stopping at all the major beach spots. We were mainly interested in sunbathing. We had already gone snorkeling in Cozumel with the private trip, so we weren't afraid to go to the other side of the island. And when I say that, I'm referring to the east side of the island, which is very, very windy and it's not safe for swimming. This didn't bother us because, as you can see, it's very private, and me and Steven were only interested in sunbathing and escaping the crowds. And please do yourself a favor. Wear sunblock. Wear it. We decided to go with only one excursion for our entire trip because for the most part I speak pretty good Spanish, and we were able to get around and do most things without having to hire a tour guide or anything like that. But this private trip was worth every penny. You can refer to the price legend at the bottom here. As you can see, the more people you invite on the boat, the less it costs per person. Also, as you can see, food and beverages were provided, and that was the best ceviche I had all vacation, to be completely honest. Okay, and that's it for Cozumel. Moving on to food. It would take me forever to tell you everything I love about every restaurant because honestly, we did our research and we knew where to eat. This is the menu at La Vagabunda, which has multiple locations. I really like this spot because it's just easy, quick. They have American and Mexican options, and it's fairly affordable as well. And that's it. So I'm going to address a couple of the questions that I didn't answer in the media slideshow, which is 1 to 10, how was it? Can't even put it on a scale 1 to 10. It was the experience of a lifetime. I'll probably never be able to get away for that long at once, anyways, ever again. So I'm super grateful that I had that opportunity, and me and Steven had a really good time. Where are all my bathing suits from? 90% of them are from Pretty Little Thing, and then the others I got from Shein, which I know is like a terrible site, but I guess I don't have morals. I don't know what to say. Can you share a little bit about costs and how you're able to stay for so long? So I won't really touch detail on how I'm able to stay for so long. It's just my decision, and I prepared very long and hard for this trip. The cost. So at first we budgeted for 10 grand. We didn't spend that much, but I easily could have if we didn't like reel it in at multiple points in the vacation. You spend most of your money on where you're staying and food. You can eat so cheap and affordable in Mexico, but if you don't keep yourself in check, you could easily also spend the same amount that you would going out to eat in America as well. So on average, I think you should budget to spend about $20 between 2 people for breakfast and lunch. I'm talking like you can get a coffee, your meal, and you know, a fruit juice or something like that for $10 each person. But for dinner, I'd say give yourself like 30 to 40. And that's for 2 people, so that's still not bad. But then again, me and Steven found like some of the best restaurants, and we spent like hundreds of dollars on dinner sometimes. So it's definitely about what kind of lifestyle you want to lead when you're down there. I will be sharing all the links to the Airbnbs in the description below. That was another question. Must-do excursion, as I mentioned in the content, was definitely the private boat reservation. Even though it's not like this beautiful yacht, chances are when you get on one of those yacht rentals, you're going to be with a ton of other parties unless you're paying like $9,000 to get a 4-hour trip. It's not worth it. Just get on a little boat, you have your own private tour guide, and you have a great time. And yeah, I think everything else we mentioned. So that's really it. Next video I do is going to be about my trip to go get my little nugget Tony, who's my mini dachshund. I just got him. He is turning 11 weeks this week. So I hope you guys join, and I hope you enjoyed this video.